Secretary, can you read us the next order, please?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The next order is it's a debate. Northern Cape Main Appropriation Bill 2024, Budget Vote 5, Roads and Public Works.
Thank you very much, Secretary. Honorable members, let me now call upon and give an opportunity to the MEC Makatong, who's responsible for Vote 5, Roads and Public Works, to present and deliver a budget speech to this House. Thank you, Honorable Makatong.
Honorable Speaker, Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Premier, Honorable members of the Executive Council and members of the Provincial Legislature, let me also greet the viewers, those that are watching and listening from all our social media platforms, and good morning to all of you. Speaker, I stand before this August House to present this budget vote at a particularly challenging time where we are tasked with doing more with less. Our department has faced a significant budget cut of about 60 million, which will inevitably impact our ability to fund some of the critical projects. The impact of the budget cut, Speaker, coupled with a reduced equitable share, limits our ability to address all the needs fully. We must explore alternative funding models such as rates and taxes to address challenges and ensure that we can continue in our mandate to deliver vital services and maintain our infrastructure in the province. The 7th administration, Speaker, is in an ideal position to build on the achievements of the 6th administration to further address the infrastructure backlog. We have witnessed remarkable advancements guided by the provincial government's vision of a modern, growing and successful Northern Cape. The province stands as a testament, Speaker, to the transformative power of effective governance and inclusive development. With the reduced resources at our disposal, we take pride in providing access to essential amenities. Speaker, our focus is on fostering economic growth by investing in infrastructure that boosts economic activity, such as the road network, which in turn leads to job creation and it stimulates business growth. However, Speaker, since 2022, this province has faced numerous weather events that have significantly impacted our infrastructure, particularly in the human settlements and the road sector. When severe weather events occur in close succession, they exacerbate existing vulnerabilities. Speaker, we must recognize that these challenges present an opportunity for us to use the Build Back Better approach, which will reduce vulnerability to future disasters. Our response to these challenges will also involve not just repairing and replacing what has been damaged, but also investing in more resilient infrastructure. And this includes using innovative construction methods and materials, enhancing our early warning systems, and ensuring that our planning processes integrate climate risk assessments. Speaker, the President has emphasized the transformation of South Africa, including the Northern Cape, into a construction hub. This transformation is essential as South Africa requires an estimated 1.6 trillion in public sector infrastructure investment and an additional 3.2 trillion from the private sector by 2030 to meet its infrastructure goals. To achieve this vision, bold initiatives are being implemented to deliver infrastructure at the necessary scale and pace. The government is driving key reforms to build sustainable infrastructure, increase business confidence, and attract much-needed private sector investment. Speaker, in the Northern Cape, we have already attracted billions of rands in renewable energy investments. Additionally, work is underway to establish the Buhubai SEZ, which will play a pivotal role in attracting investment for green hydrogen energy projects. The implementation of 48 capital projects on behalf of user departments is also expected to significantly boost the province's economy. As a department, we have made tangible progress in advancing inclusive growth. Over the past 2 financial years, our commitment to increasing business opportunities for historically disadvantaged groups, especially youth, women, and people living with disabilities, has delivered remarkable results. In the 2023-24 financial year alone, 83.3% of our procurement was directed to Black-owned businesses, 53% to women-owned enterprises, and 18% to youth-owned enterprises, whilst 0.5% to businesses led by persons with disabilities. Speaker, these achievements demonstrate our dedication to fostering economic inclusion and ensuring that infrastructure development serves as a catalyst for social and economic empowerment. Speaker, as we reflect on these achievements, on the achievements of the medium-term strategic framework 2019 to 2024, it is clear that the period has laid a strong foundation for future development, which will be articulated in the budget presentation for the 24-25 financial year. During the financial years from 2020-2021 to 2022 to 2023, significant progress was made on infrastructure development, with 26 capital infrastructure projects successfully completed, representing 74% of the target of 35 projects. This, Speaker, includes 12 projects finalized in 2020-2021, with 8 more in 2021 and 2022, and 6 in 2022 and 2023. These projects have enhanced critical sectors such as education, healthcare, office spaces, and safety facilities. Moreover, we made substantial progress in road infrastructure. From 2020-2021 financial year to 2022-2023, more than 1 million square meters of roads received essential resealing treatments, ensuring their durability and safety. Blacktop patching covered more than 90,000 square meters, addressing key maintenance needs for surfaced roads. We also re-gravelled 916 kilometers of roads and undertook extensive gravel road maintenance through blading, which covered more than 180,000 kilometers and approximately 69.60 kilometers of roads were upgraded from gravel to surface status, ensuring better accessibility and road safety for all the citizens of this province. Speaker, these accomplishments underscore our dedication to enhancing the province's infrastructure, fostering economic growth, and supporting the long-term well-being of the people. Speaker, the remodeling of the Department of Roads and Public Works is not merely an administrative exercise, but a transformative process that aims to redefine the way infrastructure is managed in our province. And under the visionary leadership of the Premier, this endeavor responds to the needs for a centralized approach to infrastructure development, ensuring that our province is equipped to meet the demands of modern public service delivery. Significant strides have been registered, including the finalization of a comprehensive skills audit and an organizational climate survey, which have laid the groundwork for targeted capacity building initiatives. The first phase of the skills audit for all technical personnel and the reviewing of the organizational structure have now been completed. The department will continue to engage with user departments to speed up from their side the transfer and secondment of essential personnel to the Department of Roads and Public Works to ensure that we fully are equipped to take on our expanded role. Speaker, the remodeling is a complex and an ongoing process that requires strategic foresight and the continued support of all stakeholders. On public works, this department is currently in the process of implementing 48 capital projects on behalf of various user departments. Some of the infrastructure projects are implemented by these user departments, and these projects are crucial to the development and well-being of our communities as they aim to enhance our educational facilities, improve healthcare infrastructure, and support the growth of sports, arts, and culture activities across the province. The social infrastructure unit within the department has successfully completed the following projects: the Boegoeberg and Bankara clinics, construction of the nursing student accommodation phase 1, which caters for 350 students, the upgrading and refurbishment of the main kitchen at Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe Hospital, installation, refurbishment, and maintenance of 14 lifts at the Robert Mangaliso Hospital, installation of perimeter fencing and high mast lighting at the Sutherland and Fraserburg Community Health Centers. The department is currently undertaking the following projects which are still under construction. For the Department of Health, we are currently busy with the construction of the Nursing College Phase 2A, the replacement of transformers, construction and installation of 2 megaliter water tanks at the Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe Hospital, planning for a total upgrade of the laundry facility at this hospital, planning for an oncology unit at the Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe Hospital together with the National Department of Health, repurposing of the old boiler house and conversion into emergency management services at the Kuruman Hospital, construction of the Choragano Hospital Gateway Clinic and walkways which include the removal of the residual asbestos material at that hospital, the planning of the maternity ward at Choragano Hospital, installation and replacement of heating, ventilation and air conditioning system at the K, L and M blocks of the Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe Hospital, construction of the new Smithsdrift Clinic, and the planning of the Larato Park Clinic is underway. The completion of the Dr. Athaletele Medical Depot, which was flooded and damaged by the rain. For the Department of Education, we are currently undertaking 14 education facilities projects with 8 new full schools under construction. And for the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, we have completed the refurbishment of the Churchill Library. We have also completed the Provincial Library Depot and offices, conversion of the Masiza School into district offices. The refurbishment of the Maibuye Multipurpose Center has now been withdrawn by the department due to budget cuts. The construction of the new Khaleshiwe Library is at an advanced planning to go on tender in this financial year. The repurposing of the SA Van Wyk Hostel in Springbok into district offices, phase 1 and 2 are completed and phase 3 is ready for tender. Speaker, significant challenges have impeded progress. For instance, the theft of electrical cables on multiple occasions at the mental health site has been particularly detrimental. Furthermore, the continuous stoppage of work on site by business forums or community structures has further hindered progress. Payment delays are also beginning to take a toll on service providers, negatively affecting their cash flow and performance and contributing to time and cost overruns. Moreover, Speaker, the department's lack of internal capacity to manage these projects has resulted in an over-reliance on consultants, leading to increased costs and potential delays. The approval of plans by municipalities and other compliance requirements is also causing significant delays in implementation of projects. To address these issues, we need to fast-track the development of a provincial infrastructure master plan, which is aligned to the national infrastructure plan as part of the resolution taken at the provincial summit. The timely delivery of public infrastructure is a top priority, and all stakeholders must be held accountable to ensure that these essential projects are completed on time and within budget. By doing so, we will not only enhance the infrastructure in our communities, but also contribute to the overall well-being of the province. Speaker, on rates and taxes, the rates and taxes remain an ongoing challenge for this department, with an ever-increasing portfolio of social infrastructure added to the provincial immovable register, yet very limited allocations to cover the rates on these facilities. Our user departments face significant risks. This challenge has on some occasions, it has led to the disconnection of electricity services in some municipalities, and this hampers our ability to provide essential services. Speaker, we deeply appreciate the municipalities that have shown understanding and have worked collaboratively with the department to find solutions, often granting us extension and grace periods. We are fully aware of the financial strain these municipalities face, and we also understand that areas on rates adversely impact their revenue collection efforts. We are committed to continuing our efforts to resolve these issues in a way that is fair and sustainable for all parties involved. This department, Speaker, does not have sufficient budget to do assessment on our projects in compliance with the government's Immovable Asset Management Act. We lack the budget to even conduct basic visual condition assessment. This has been a recurring issue. We will be presenting again a business case to Provincial Treasury. We have engaged the National Department of Public Works and Infrastructure seeking financial assistance to address this critical need. The failure, Speaker, to conduct these assessments have resulted in several user departments receiving adverse findings on their reports. The department remains committed, Speaker, to the responsible management of state-owned properties. The province has a total of 2,004 assets in the provincial asset register and categorized as follows: 1,323 built on provincial land and 681 built on non-provincial land, and that might be on municipal, national land, and so forth. There are 1,409 constructed buildings such as schools, clinics, hospitals, and libraries built on municipal and national land parcels. Now, in line with the Act and the Northern Cape Land Administration Act, we continue to dispose of unused and excess properties in a manner that ensures transparency, accountability, and compliance with all legal requirements. Speaker, this department, through the operation verification process, which was aimed at verifying occupancy of all leased government buildings and houses, has assisted us to identify the current significant challenge of a debt worth over 10 million owed by tenants occupying state-owned residences and buildings, which places additional strain on our financial resources. And to address this issue, the department is implementing legal strategies to collect the debt owed to ensure that our assets are managed responsibly. We are also actively working on the sale of residential houses. In this first phase, we estimate generating 23 million to the revenue fund from the sale of 25 houses offered under the first right of refusal. Additionally, Speaker, the live auction of 45 houses is expected to generate about 38 million. This is a significant step towards optimizing our asset management and raising funds that will be reinvested into critical infrastructure projects. The live auction is scheduled to begin on the 3rd of October 2024 at 10 o'clock and will conclude on 8 October 2024 at 13 hours. Viewings of the houses on auction will be by appointment only, coordinated through the appointed auctioneer. And for those who are interested, please visit or contact our district offices or the head office. The properties up for auction are located in the various towns across the province, and this will ensure that the auction will have a wide-reaching positive impact in the province. Speaker, we are also planning a second auction phase, which is scheduled to take place before the end of the current financial year. This phased approach always allows us to maximize the value of these assets while ensuring a transparent and orderly disposal process. Speaker, on the parliamentary village, we are delighted to announce that we ultimately managed to register the public-private partnership with the National Treasury. We are currently in the process of putting together a comprehensive business case which will be tabled at EXCO. Speaker, we are committed to advancing this project with diligence and transparency as we will continue to keep the House informed through the different processes of the progress. Despite budget cuts, we remain committed to promoting accessible transport networks that support socio-economic development in the province and in alignment with the MTSF Priority 2. Speaker, I am pleased to report that compared to the 3 years ago, the overall condition of the provincial road network is generally in a fair shape. For the financial years 2019-2020 to 2022-2023, we have made notable progress in the following areas. The paved road network improved from 69 to 70%. And 93.8 kilometers were upgraded from gravel to surfaced. 1,303.88 kilometers were re-gravelled. And 112 square meter blacktop patching was conducted on surface roads. And this includes the pothole patching of internal municipal streets and our Valazonke projects. Speaker, the collaboration between the provincial government and SANRAL has yielded significant positive results. The approval of the infrastructure investment plan by the President is a significant effort to bolster growth in this province, with the SIPs at the forefront of driving this growth and investment. And one of the prominent projects is the Buchubai SEZ, and these SIPs hold the potential to create approximately 35,000 job opportunities once they commence. Now, two sections of the roads, the R3H2, and that is the road from Alexander Bay Airport to Port Noloth, and from Port Noloth to Steinkopf, they have been relinquished to SANRAL, in addition to the 16 provincial roads that were transferred in 2022. We welcome SANRAL's significant efforts to bolster the Northern Cape's economy through its various road infrastructure projects across the province. To date, Speaker, an investment of 510 million has been made, with 126 million dedicated to targeted enterprises, while over 10 million has been allocated towards job creation. These investments are notably reflected in the construction of the N9 road from Colesberg to the Eastern Cape border, as well as the upgrades on the N8 between Kimberley and Campbell. Now, Speaker, it will be important to highlight the extreme weather conditions combined with the deteriorating state of South African roads, that it has created a perfect storm for road users. This situation has been particularly evident in the Namakwa district, where severe floods recently have caused significant damage to roads and bridges. We are currently reconstructing several affected roads and bridges, while others are still under construction. Our continued investment, Speaker, of 100 million rand in nanotechnology and equipment to repair roads quickly and efficiently is underway to ensure a safe and a sustainable transport network. We are exploring alternative and innovative methods to re-engineer our roads, and one such method involves using mine waste materials like concrete for re-graveling roads in areas where sourcing traditional material is a challenge. This year, we will pilot the re-engineering techniques again in JTG and Namakwa districts, where we are seeing an increase in mining activities. So, Speaker, we will be implementing a few projects in the 24-25 financial year and over the MTF period. We've got a few projects for project design, the DR3342, which is underway, the DR950, we are currently busy. We are busy with the designs for the Rooiwal to Fjolsdrift DR3235. We are also busy with designs for the DR3475, that is from the N14 to the Manyiding village. We are also having a few in terms of upgradings, a few in terms of rehabilitation, reseals, regraveling, and so on. On EPWP, Speaker, the EPWP has been a cornerstone of community development, uplifting and empowering the unemployed members of our communities. This program has grown exponentially, representing the essence of government-led social cohesion. For the 23-24 financial year, the department created 12,769 work opportunities, then that is an achievement of 110% of the set target. The target for the department in EPWP phase 4 was to create 37,899 work opportunities between 2019 and 2024. We are proud to report that the department has achieved a 99% achievement of the 5-year target. And this, Speaker, we should also have in mind the effects of the COVID-19 period, which was within the MTSF period. In May of 2024, myself and the Premier launched the Provincial EPWP Phase 5, which aims to provide the unemployed with meaningful work opportunities through the delivery of community assets and services, thereby building economic inclusion mechanisms that empower sustainable livelihoods and contribute to the country's development. Speaker, the EPWP unit has been allocated to each district to implement an EPWP root out dust program and poverty relief programs. And the Department of Roads and Public Works has set a target of creating 2,300 work opportunities for the 24-25 financial year. Furthermore, the Subdirectorate has received grant funding amounting to 3.2 million from the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure, and these funds will be used for the root out dust program and maintenance. And this is the only program that we use to be able to partner with municipalities in assisting them to work on their internal roads. Speaker, we recently launched the groundbreaking program called the Metric Completion Program, which is in partnership with the Northern Cape Community Education and Training College, a subsidiary of the Department of Higher Education and Training. We intend to extend the reach to the program by registering more than 300 EPWP beneficiaries in the Francis Bart district. The program forms part of our exit strategy to identify opportunities for EPWP beneficiaries on training programs. The proposed strategy is being developed around further learning and training, employment opportunities, SMME, and cooperative developments. So far, Speaker, the college has successfully registered approximately 207 beneficiaries in various categories. Some women started last week with the end user computing course, and these computing skills are essential for our beneficiaries as they navigate the 4th industrial revolution. The beneficiaries' enrollment is as follows. For the senior certificate, which is the metric, we've got about 72 that has enrolled. For level 4, 31 of them have enrolled. For the computer training, 38, and we've got about 38 also for early childhood development, and for sewing, we've got 28. Speaker, the numbers are expected to change as beneficiaries are continuing to enroll for various programs. We will be launching the same program in other districts across this province.
2 minutes left.
2 minutes. The Entrepreneurship Development Program, Speaker, has been specifically designed to support female contractors. We successfully launched a pilot program where 27 female contractors completed their entrepreneurship training. We will continue even in this financial year with these trainings. On the fleet, the department is embarking on a groundbreaking partnership with Mersita through its fleet entity in the motor mechanical industry. And this initiative aims to empower and train 200 participants consisting of 100 internal technical staff from the department and 100 unemployed youth across the province over a period of 6 to 8 months. And these participants will receive accreditation in various technical skills. Speaker, to further enhance service delivery, we will replace 50 white fleet vehicles and 20 yellow fleet vehicles in this financial year. The budgets, Honorable Speaker, it is my great pleasure to present to you the budget of the Department of Roads and Public Works for the upcoming fiscal year. The allocation for 24-25 amounts to 2.203 billion, which translates to an increase of 3.5% when compared to the adjustment budget. And included in the allocation is an amount of 1.476 billion, which relates to the Provincial Roads Maintenance Grant, and 3.394 million allocated for EPWP incentive grant. Speaker, the equitable share decreased with 8% compared to the adjusted appropriations. The decline can be attributed to the once-off allocation of the 70 million that we received that was meant for rates and taxes during the 23-24 financial year. The budget further increases with 4.2% for the 25-26 and 4.5% for 26-27 financial years respectively. And the allocation per program, the administration, which shows a 10% of the total budget, stands at 200 million. Public Works, 181 million, which is 8% of the total budget. The road infrastructure, 1.726 billion, which constitutes 78% of the total budget. So it shows the reliance of the budget for roads and public works on the provincial roads and maintenance grant. And community-based program stands at 96, which constitutes 4% of the budget. Speaker, I am grateful to the department, the staff, and the management of roads and public works for their dedication and professional support. Most importantly, I want to thank the people of the Northern Cape for their steadfast support and commitment to building a better future for our province. As the President emphasized during the opening of Parliament, let us stand with a greater determination and let us move on in these powerful days, these days of challenge, to make South Africa what it ought to be. In the spirit of these words, we commit ourselves as Roads and Public Works to the task ahead with renewed vigor and unwavering resolve. It is through our strategic efforts and targeted investments that we will build a sustainable, resilient, and prosperous Northern Cape for all its residents. And I am tabling the 24-25 budget to this August House, Honorable Speaker, for consideration. Thank you very much.